Da 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 da.
Da, da, da.
I don't know. I forgot.
Da 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 da.
Something exactly. Welcome back to episode 25. Hopefully not a long episode, but we're just gonna cover the last leaks of Raging Tactics, cover some new Genesis leaks,
Yes.
and look a little bit at meta-analysis that got posted by Vision today.
Even though we all know what it was.
Still, we can talk about it a little bit.
We need to see this.
Do
But
we
yeah.
really need that reminder?
Yes.
But anyway, like always, let's go to the week's leaks. Alright, starting us off with a Spike Brother leak. To finish off, we finally saw the last double rare. It's a grade 3, and it's interesting. It is Gunwild Wolf. Force marker, of course. Auto Vanguard Rearguard. When it attacks, costs Soul Blast 3, grade 3, and put any number of your rearguards on the bottom of your deck in any order. And until the end of that battle, when your opponent will call cards from his or her hand to Guardian Circle, he or she can only call the number of cards or more as the number of cards put on the bottom of your deck for this cost.
I don't need to explain this one. I don't think anybody needs to explain that.
Everything.
You can tuck everything to your soul and just soul blast it.
Bottom.
Or
Bottom
bottom,
deck.
yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Do we see this as more of a standard card or a premium card?
both.
But
Yeah. It's stupid strong.
they kick stuff to the soul and then they get stupid.
I mean, look at it this way. For standard, you have so many effects from the grade 2 triple rare. I think it's Federico or something. You know the guy.
Insert football name.
You got that grade 2. You got a great one from the first set of Spike Brothers. You have. That's about it from the top of my head. I think there's more, but you got those two cards that took cards from your hand into your soul.
Mm-hmm.
You can tuck grade 3s easily.
Then you look at premium, and there are literally cards that are just like, okay, draw this.
Pretty much. So you on rearguard,
So-
4 cards or more. It on Vanguard, 5 cards or more. Why not?
So, Shane, how do you feel that everything's getting better skills in Shadow Paladin?
I have yet to really
Is it
like.
better?
I've only lost, I think, one game against OTT.
They have they're better restander and touch. These spikes have a better guard restrict.
But they still do it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Alright, but look. Outside of Genesis news support, which we will cover,
Oh yes.
I mean, I think I spam force markers pretty good to do well enough.
I'm not gonna.
For
I'm
now.
I'm not gonna deny it.
Yeah. No one's gonna be able to get close to the Genesis spam.
No.
No.
But we're gonna get to Genesis, but to finish him off, like you gotta still think that this is a really good card because you just need to be 1k over, and you're definitely gonna have a force 2 marker because of the way the deck plays. So it's a double critical, 1k over, and you have to waste 4 cards or 5 cards depending on his position.
You quit ruining this for me.
All right.
It's just
Why do you have that?
It's just a resource drainer.
No! This set comes out next month, and it's like, I don't even have it yet, and he's ruining it.
Shane, focus. Moving on. Grade 2 double rare for Tachi's got leaked, and it's also an interesting card, and I'm testing it out, and it fixes a little bit of the problems. But Savage Academian, whatever. Act Rearguard costs Soul Blast 1 and rest this unit, and call one of this unit's equipped gauges to Rearguard. So it's a fixer, honestly. Because depending on how you play Tachi's, you can gauge it, or you can use a grade 1 to move gauges from another rearguard to hit. Soul Blast a specific card you need, like the grade 2 triple rare, and build your board, and then if you're on an Angler Blader, just because this is rested, hey, I'm gonna tuck this somewhere and retire something.
I mean, didn't we have a card that couldn't be played normally?
No, it couldn't be ridden normally.
That's right.
27k base.
I'm gonna get hit so hard.
Oh no, what are you about to do?
My Savage Academia.
Do you want to do the honors?
We will wait because I feel like this meeting is not camera appropriate.
Are we putting the card over his face? Like, is that a thing?
Yeah, I was gonna put it over him and you and change it up a little bit. He's getting put every time.
So, like, where exactly?
Oh, it's already gone.
No. Okay, because the art is beautiful, not his face. The card art.
I'll put it back just for that. Anyway, moving on. The last league that we got for the Raging Tactics, it's a grade 2 triple rare from Mega Colony. So honestly, a little bit underwhelming, but it's still a decent card depending on the matchup and depending how you use it. And people can correct me wrong if I'm not seeing anything special about
Have
it.
fun in the comments.
Yeah, very much so. Spirited Mutant Megala.
The bug names are back.
Mega Lara Lancer. So Mega Lara Lancer.
Wow. Auto Rearguard. When it attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets power 2k until the end of that battle for each of your opponent's rest rearguards. Then put a rearguard into your soul, and your opponent cannot intercept until the end of the turn. Granted, you don't have to use the second ability of putting a card not intercepting anytime, but still, it gets decent powers depending on your opponent's board. And if you're playing against an Excel and they have interceptors, it's like, no.
That's what I was about to say, because that's actually really good.
This goes very well against XL decks, which Protect decks is kind of one of the things that they don't like.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you have Excel decks that are just kind of like, I get a board from nothing right now, and I'll leave it there so I can just kind of go, depending on what I'm playing against. Well, this tells it no.
And honestly, there aren't any better grade 2s for Mega Colony, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, the rest requirement is not that hard to do right now. You can hit someone's board in Standard and Premium.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, this guy. So as far as like the utility of him, it is a little bit. It is a little bit limiting, but it's still more viable than some of the other ones. So
Pretty
there's
much.
a silver lining, I guess.
I mean, look at this. Your opponent has
Sorry,
a
Long.
full. Your opponent has a full board and everything is rested. Cool, plus 10k. Your opponent has a full board and they're an Excel clan. Cool, plus 10k, plus 2k for every Excel marker.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Pretty
we're going
much.
to get some power on this thing.
But Long can't get all the best stuff, alright? Bugs is only allowed good support every once in a while. You
What
can't
about
have
Patchy?
everything.
And if he was here, he'd be screaming at you right now.
All right, so I need a
deserve
group.
this.
I need a group consensus about it. Do we want to cover promos that we're probably never gonna get?
No,
Skipping promos.
No, because it'll just make us even more sad.
We're skipping that.
I'm always sad.
All right. Genesis leaks. We started off with a trial deck, and hopefully soon we're gonna start transitioning to the main set. Because I want to see also Novas, Murakumo, not Murakumo. Novas?
No.
No. Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is
Yeah,
the
'cause
token.
they're getting tokens.
Right? Even you.
I am a horrible person.
Anyway,
Angels.
Novas, Angels, and Nubas.
Yeah.
That's the
the
part that
Genesis.
I blocked the Nubas out entirely because those beautiful angels.
But yeah, I want those as soon as possible so we
If
can
you
start
don't want to,
proxy
but I'm
playing
glad we
those.
do tokens.
I want to start proxy playing those.
Oh, new one?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Novas.
Oh, no.
Nubas.
Oh, okay.
Angels.
Everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Genesis.
Yes.
Whatever.
Me.
Trial deck Genesis started in league, and I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory what both the trial deck and the booster are going to do for the clan because of the grade 1, grade 1 in the trial deck already. Ambrosial Snake.
Yeah.
Act Rearguard once per turn. Soul Blast 5, you get an imaginary gift force and put that marker on your Vanguard.
Okay. I'm going to tee this off before he has anything to say about it.
What?
Genesis players battle.
I'll say, we have seen, we've had our discussions about this and how, if you get this early, it's kind of a dead card. Wait a minute, let me see something.
It's an act ability.
Yeah, it's an act ability. It's a 6k base. Okay, so the 6k base, yeah, you wouldn't want to run many of these. But
Not a full stick.
you can, however, run them effectively because if you play this on your second turn, you're grade 2 right, and you play this and you have the grade 1 that reduces by 3 in hand. You form a column with that just for quick attacking, and then you use this ability to pump your Vanguard, and then you go yeet.
Yeet.
I mean,
Oh, my opponent's completely changed about this card as of yesterday.
You didn't know it was an act?
No, I knew it was an act. But my problem is I didn't know that, every little amount of marker making goes a long way in that deck.
it does. It really does because you're sitting there trying to get to the magic number of 5 to open this gate world to the gods, and it's important.
Get that
Speaking of Gate World to the Gods, more Gate God cards. God cards. Wow.
Ghetto Monster Card.
Okay.
We're
I
not
need
gonna
to
do
tell you guys something that happened today, but I'll do that later. But more leaks from the trial deck that came in the magazine months ago. We got Partheon of Holy Verse. Auto rearguard when it attacks while boosted costs counter +1 if your vanguard is a star chanter. Get an imaginary force and put that marker on your vanguard. Were you next one?
No.
Okay. Star chanter is Uranus, by the way. Uranus.
Yeah, there's
'Cause that sounded weird.
There's no.
Who is happy to see the History Maker clones again?
You're not wrong there.
I'm not. And they're honestly not bad cards.
Oh, you mean the
when
Cool
they're-
Hanks?
No, when they're boosted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cool Hanks, the Amber clones. That was the original Amber clones. Anyway, Grey one, Diana of Moonlight. Auto rearguard. When the attack it boosted hits, cost counter +1, soul +1, and get a magic gift force. Put that marker on your vanguard. And if your vanguard is a star chanter, countercharge 1. So again, if it is Uranus.
Right. So a
Yeah,
lot of
you
people are like,
countercharge.
a lot of people will probably be like, put this grade 2 and the grade 1 together, and you just get this massive blowout. 2 zones. No.
No, it has to hit. But granted, if you're going early, this man's been doing that against me. I'm gonna ride grade 2. I'm gonna put this behind the vanguard.
Yep.
You have no counterblast. Swing. Do you want to take it and do stuff, or do you want to guard it and possibly hit a trigger and I still get it off?
Yep.
Pretty much.
It's early pressure.
And even better is if you're at grade 2 and it's still behind the vanguard, like you're gonna take this really, 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 really big hit, or you're gonna perfect guard this.
Pretty much. And then the last card that got leaked was Witch of Amulets Linden. Act rearguard cost counter +2, soul +2. You get an imaginary gift force and put that marker on your vanguard.
I don't like it.
Too heavy, costly.
Yeah.
I hate this.
What was it
card.
called?
CB2
Time.
Soul Blessing. Okay, so I don't like this card. It's bad.
Well,
Costly.
Yeah, it's okay. Yes, it's costly. It literally just says do what your deck wants to, but pay for it.
I mean, it's a child deck card, and we're gonna be followed up by a main set versus gonna replace it.
Not wrong.
Child decks have been stupid in the past.
Hey, look
Yes,
at Bermuda.
Still-
it has.
Look at the
But
Bermuda.
since V, everything's been kind of mellowed back.
Look at Bermuda.
You know, and how many cards from the child deck do you run other than that one grade 1 and the grade 2?
Is that not enough?
The ones that matter.
There's this grade 1 and 2. Outside of that is what's gonna be that grade 1 and 2. This is.
My boy, you're still running Uranus. You forgot that. So you got 3 cards from the
You know
child.
what I mean?
Uranus.
Same
There's cards
difference.
from the child deck from the Bermuda child deck that got kicked. This is like the card that got kicked.
All right.
There's a lot of immature people out there.
All right. Continuing on, the last leak. The last leak for this week.
What do
We
we
got
get?
Pursuer of Moral Right. Not rights, right.
All right.
I have
Right?
one right.
English.
You're covered by car, so I don't know what you're doing.
Right?
Auto Vanguard Rearguard. When it attacks a Vanguard, costs counter +1, draw 2 cards, and put a card from your hand into your soul.
I love this.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I love this. This replaces the other grade 3, the double rare grade 3 that was released in this set.
Did the same thing for Soul Blast 3 and Power, but
I would rather have the extra card in hand because this deck, that's one thing.
No, you didn't.
No.
Drew a card, put a card, right?
Yeah, the grade 2 triple rare, that was a Count Blast Soul Blast.
Yeah.
That one, yeah. So this is just strictly better in my opinion. Granted, the double power thing, I'm going to put a heal trigger to my soul. This is going to get +40. This is like a 53 swinger on its own without force markers. It's good. It's strong. You lose immediately after that, though, if you're not careful.
Pretty much.
I mean, this card's great because not only does it help, bring your hand back, especially if it stays on the board, it's gonna flush you. But on top of that, it also allows you to fill up your soul in case you blow out your soul off of trying to make a marker.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, that's 2 most important things when it comes to Genesis. Your hand and your soul.
But
You're
it'll,
right
Make
there.
sure.
it'll probably be a 2 if we get another Star Chancer grade 3 in the main set.
I'm curious to see what the
We'll
VR is going to do.
see.
I would still run it as a 2-up.
Because I still see, like I was saying, it'd be a 2 but I could sit, depending if, Genesis gets the shadow treatment, gets 2 VRs this set. You get another grade 3.
I mean,
But
I think they
Not
could-
everybody gets a shadow treatment, guys, alright?
We just get better effects.
grab the soul.
Ruin
have the salt.
Okay. So
Ruin
let's
the
look at this
dream.
wonderful, rather blue.
Let me just cover this before I said. I think they did confirm that every booster set, regardless if it's going to have 5 or 4 clans, is going to have 5 VRs. So someone's getting double VR treatment. And they're most likely going to be Genesis because there's a dragon and there's going to be a support VR like.
Always gonna be.
And it's the main character.
person.
Yeah.
Shoot.
We're going to cover a meta-analysis. Thank you, Vision, for posting this, and yay. Japanese meta chart. 26% Bermuda.
I don't see much
Oh,
changing.
gee.
I mean,
I wonder.
I mean, the restriction list is not implemented yet, so they're trying to get, as much of this as possible before it does
What's
get
the
restricted.
What's the date on this? This is as of when?
7/22.
7/22. Okay, so this is while Bermuda was in full swing, right?
Oh, very much so.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm not mad. Honestly,
I
I
am.
could see Bermuda still having a little bit of a presence. Just
But
because,
not this much.
Yeah, no, not that much. I could see it dropping to like maybe
15?
15 to 13%.
Yay for Bushy doing something right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see not one Narukami on this list.
No, this is a BT. Well, probably people who just built the deck and didn't know how to run it.
The
Narukami was the most liked one out of that set.
Yeah.
Different Fight did an actual did an analysis as well a little while back, and it actually had Narukami and stuff in it, but it wasn't fully present.
I mean, there's another chart here, so we'll get to that later.
Yeah, it breaks down a little bit more.
I do want to check. I think this is standard, just because of the decks, because there's then Nova Grappler, so I can assume it's a bestiality build. It's Grand Blue, as a Cocytus, of course. Kaguro is popping up.
Kagura, okay, so one thing that I have heard with the Bermuda and the Kagura stuff right now is the fact that you're going to inherently have more of those at tournaments because Bermuda appeals to a certain type of person. And Kagura also appeals to a certain type of person. So you have those two major groups cause a lot of the other stuff that came out with them was not really that fanboy hype-ish.
And then you got the people who just like to, buy the best decks and win. Because, I mean, if you're a competitive player, you want to play what wins. And if Kagura and Bermuda, back in that time, which obviously they were the two most dominant decks. I mean, you're going to play what wins. Kagura was the best way to counter Bermuda, and Bermuda was just the best deck.
I'm going to assume this is standard because I can't read anywhere that it says standard or premium, so.
I would say it is.
Anyway, there's another power chart that goes from July 12th to August 10th.
Hey!
And it's Japan meta chart again, and it's Bermuda 22%, Nova Stone 13, Grand Blue at 9, 5 Kagura, 9 Kagura, Royal, and Dimension Police. And then you get to the 4% of Angel Feather, Aquaforce, Nubatama, OTT, Narukami, Gold Paladin, and Link Joker.
Okay, so I will say Nubatama, I really hope it's good.
I mean-
It takes a certain type of pilot to run that style of deck.
I mean, it has literally what I've been doing with Tachi has in its grade 3. I put you on my level. I don't hit you hard, but I say, hey, look at your hand and go down.
And that's important because what's one of the biggest things in Vanguard that we all love is the fact that your hand matters so much. Other games it does too. Not as much in this game though,
Yeah.
like as in this game.
Yeah, funny. It'd be funny to see a Nubatama mirror.
Ooh, there's a deck list.
So do we want to cover these deck lists or do we want to just...
I would not mind looking at a couple.
Okay, we got about 10 minutes, so it's fun. Narukami! There was a Narukami deck list that ran Goblin Buster and Drill in one of the extra grade 3. And pretty standard Narukami build that probably everybody's going to be similarly running.
Good stuff.
I do see, however, 6 crit, 2 front combo, which is interesting.
A lot of Excel decks run that sort of weird mixture because a front trigger is devastating if you hit it, and it's still good.
I mean, I can see more fronts and golds just because of the way they work now. But for Narukami, I can see the crits.
You just get the restands.
Yeah.
All the restands.
And then we got an OTT deck list.
Who doesn't like smacking the
4 Tsukuyomi, 4 whatever this thing
Evil
is.
Eye.
Evil Eye. 3 Deer, and then everything else looks standard.
Yeah, you got
More
the
Tsukuyomi, more
Yeah, you
Tsukuyomi.
got the Forza Tsukuyomi.
Look at top 2
Yeah,
cards.
I am interested in that.
This
Yeah.
is the Mega's great too.
I know, there's only 2 of them.
Yeah.
Granted, the effects, I guess it would be a little bit cost heavy, but I'm still sort of interested in that there's only 2.
And you got a Royal Paladin.
What was the rest of the build?
It's death.
We can look at it and break it down a little bit more. So we do expect to see some OTT stuff. I have the deck. I'm waiting to get the cards. Yeah. But we'll make it work.
Anyway, Royal Paladin. 4 Blaster Blades, of course. 1 King of Knights. 4 Cancel-Offs. 2 Escapades.
Yep. That is a common thing. One of the, you have this lineup to it because Escapade is so devastating to run into.
Well, if your deck hates you, King of Knights also not helps.
Oh yeah.
Just searches, It's just the easiest way to get things started.
Oh.
Alex wants to talk about something.
Oh yeah. Well, there's finally a use for Xeon if somebody ever wants to play it, because now you have a grade 3 and a grade 2 Vanguard.
Anyway, New Batama. Looking at it, 4 of the old VR, 4 of the new VR, and 4 of the dragon that says you can't intercept.
It's Voidmaster, yeah. Okay, so I think this is very interesting. I think it's very complicated for...
12k vanilla grade 2. With no shield.
Well, the Japanese meta has always ran something a little different
Yeah.
with it.
Because even in G series, we ran Chronospan Servant, which was a 10k.
Ooh, I don't see the guard restrict guide that goes with the new VR. Time out again? Time
This is
in.
what happened. I mean, that's what happens. Okay, so I think this build is interesting. I think it seeks to play on the your hand is small, my hand is big trope that the deck was known for back in the old days. But I think there's better options.
Okay, I want to talk about this now. Gold Paladin. Dear Lord, I confirmed this with a good Gold Paladin player. That's our friend Noah. And at first I thought it was a joke, but no, he actually approves of it too. Dear Lord, this thing is running. It's running 14 grade 3s.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
14 grade 3s.
This is
4 Platinum, 4 Raven, 4 Blonde, and 2 Sagamore.
Only
This
4 copies of each of the grade 2s.
We are putting this up, right? Or we're going to talk
Oh yeah,
about
it's
Yeah.
up right
So-
here.
Okay,
This
so
is,
right there.
This is not the first time a deck has run excessive amounts of grade 3.
Especially when it's
Here's-
nothing but combo pieces.
Yeah, I'm going to search and go get. Now I'm going to just drop these really big dudes and swing.
It's like the only thing that you don't play that's part of the combo is the grade 1, but that's the countercharge draw. I mean,
It's
It's
the,
so good.
It's
Yeah.
the, it's the
That's your
standard,
Texan.
it's the standard Gear Chronicle deck, but reversed.
Pretty much. Well, yeah, that was interesting, and that was the meta analysis. Maybe it'll change soon, because now Raging Tactics is coming out today in Japan, so the meta might change just because Tachis have that pressure, Meta Colony is interesting, and Spikes have that pressure.
Yeah. I'm wondering what we'll see more because a lot of times, if you look in the meta, the Japanese meta tends to favor more control-y builds.
Yeah, and hand size builds.
Yep. So I mean, they play off of what makes the game.
They don't, the Japanese, no offense to them, I love them, but they don't embrace the YOLO.
That's all you. That's all you.
Anyway, well, yeah, that was the week's leaks. That was the meta analysis for this episode. You guys have anything else you want to add?
so play Bermuda. That's the meta.
This
There you
Until
go.
September 20th.
Until September 20th.
Yeah. I mean, enjoy what you got, play what you want, and as far as
Use those G guards while you can.
Hopefully, he's definitely got golds that came in the mail, so it's updated soon. So we'll hopefully have the gameplay and deck profile of that.
Gee, I might try this thing. I honestly might try this thing.
do it.
I have Nerd Commune coming in the mail this weekend, or it should be here like in a few days. So we'll have deck profile of that and gameplay of that.
Yep, and we got Grand Blue already built that we need to do, and we got Messiah already built that we need
We'll
to
still
do.
do some shadow gameplay because we haven't done much.
Yep, that's proxy play. And then we also have, if we want to put it up, we can technically do a brand profile.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was episode 25. I will say this for anybody that stuck through all the way to the end, and thank you for all the new subscribers, and we hit 200.
Hey, look at that! back.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Those proxy plays are doing a beautiful job, and I love that we're doing them because they're so much fun.
People like to see the new stuff coming out. I mean, there's not a, there's not
Exactly,
a
and
whole
everybody's
lot
learning
out there.
because they're so new. You have no idea how to combo with them.
And I mean, and you know, if you guys like what we're doing and everything, you know, make it known. We do read the comments.
Oh, yeah.
And if we're able to, we jump in and comment on stuff and, you know, give feedback, respond to stuff. If you have questions about a deck, ask it.
So that's where I honestly wanted to lead to. For anybody that stuck all the way to the end, please leave a comment below on what proxy plays you want to see. Some matchups, you know, this deck against that deck, Tachi's versus Genesis, whatever you want. Please put it in the comments and we'll try to do it as soon as we can. And
I mean, honestly, you know, that is just whatever you guys want. If you guys want more, if you guys want longer talking sessions, or you want sessions maybe to break down a specific play style or build that we do, what we thought about a deck for proxying and stuff. I know some people enjoy hearing the mind behind what the deck is.
Also, we're gonna try to do better at this because someone did point out, and I like that idea. We're gonna try to know the cards' names, so we use the right card names. But I will say it's gonna be a little bit difficult just because when the proxy cards come released, they're in Japanese and the Japanese text is on the cards that we print. So we gotta just learn beforehand. But we will try to do that.
Rip you and Lon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very much so. I'm gonna go Dino.
Yeah, granted, most of the cards are reprints.
Yeah.
So if we find the original names, we'll try and work that out. But just be patient with us because you saw him trying to pronounce Mega Colony.
Oh yes.
There is a lovely app called Cardfight Vanguard Database.
We're gonna use. All right, wrapping it up. What do you want to say? Because we gotta wrap it up.
I'm done.
Okay, there we go. Anyway, like I said, please comment down below what you want to see. Hit that subscribe button if you like our content and see those proxy plays. Maybe even like this video, yay. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, follow us on Facebook. That's also a nice way to get in touch with us.
You left out something.
What?
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell, sure. I've never said that, but I can start saying it. So.
It gives them the updates whenever.
Like the video for the card art over Alex's face.
I'll put the Tachi one in because it was nice. Anyway, I've been Philip.
I'm Shane.
This is Alex.
And I'm Jeff.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Woo!
Alright, so do you want to cash in that hit on Alex now? Who wants to do it? Do it!
Oh, bad boy! You want your glasses? I can take your glasses. I understand that pain. Goodbye.
Oh my god. Mo. Shinderu!